What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Baby Thug, and we back with another banger like always. Now, look, man, I know you guys see the news going on today. They're saying Big U, Brick Baby, and Loose Cannon are now just arrested. They're saying Big U still on the run, but this is the question everybody's asking. Did Big U get caught up because of WACK 100 and 600? Did 600 and WACK 100 do the police's job for them? Were they able to sit back, kick back, and watch all of WACK 100's content and 600's content and build charges that way? Now, that's what we're going to talk about today, because I just got off the phone with 600, and I hollered at him, because there was something that was posted in the indictment of Big U saying that WACK 100 said or mentioned something on a podcast that also incriminated Loose Cannon and Big U. I'm sorry, I took a drink of soda, went down the wrong tube. I'm coughing right now, but look. They're saying that, WACK 100 stated something and made Loose Cannon self-incriminate himself. So the two main factors in this case right now is going to be No Jumper, WACK 100, and his culprit 600. Because, No Jumper, everybody goes on there, they start telling on each other and shit like that. But this is why I believe that WACK 100 and 600 had something to do with this indictment coming down. Because all of a sudden 600 hits the internet a couple days ago talking about Big U, man, he's responsible for the murder of a football player, Mr. Williams. Come to find out, it's not a football player, it's an artist that was signed to Unique Music. Now, how else would 600 know that type of information, know some shit like that's coming, if you're not, one, working with the police, two, helping the police and getting information, or three, you really got your ear to the streets? 100 and 600, they got some shit, and they know how to figure it out. But from what I'm seeing right now, everybody that's around 600 or WACK 100 ends up going to jail. And, could it be a chess move? Could it be 600 and them acting like they're really the streets, this and that, but really getting their opposition out the way by let's see. 600, this is my message to you, man. Like I said, I just sent you the clip of WACK 100. Not of WACK 100, of the motherfucking indictment. And they're saying that WACK 100's name is in the indictment. His name is in the indictment. If his name's in the indictment, then that means he said something that got Big U caught up in his shit. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a podcaster, right? But y'all don't know, man. 600 has a lot to answer for with this. And then on top of that, they busted Big U's house open today. And who's right there on the scene, 7 o'clock in the morning? Mr. Christopher Lovejoy himself. Now, isn't that crazy? Now, let's go back a couple months ago when Brick Baby invited 600 back to his house. And then what happened after 600 left? Brick Baby's door got kicked in and they confiscated an AK-47. Look, Brick Baby was out on bond for it or whatever was going on, and they just came down with Operation Drawdown, and they just picked up Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and Big U's on the run. That's all I'm going to say. That's what I'm saying. Okay, Jay Nice, we got somebody in the comments saying WACK 100 been telling on the streets. Exactly. So look, this is my message to 600 and WACK 100. You guys keep saying, you guys didn't do the police's job for them. You guys ain't snitching and shit. But who do you think sees when you're going live talking about Big U, man, he's involved in this murder. They found his DNA under the fingernails. Like, what's going on with that, man? That's self-snitching. You doing the Fed's job for them. And of course, motherfuckers are going to go on No Jumper and start addressing you and saying shit. Loose Cannon, I can't really speak on because Loose Cannon kind of got himself caught up. As you read in the indictment, he went on No Jumper, admitted to a robbery that Big U was involved in, and now they're coming back for it. The only thing that's starting to look bad for Big U with this indictment and this murder that's on this indictment is they're saying his phone basically was in the place, timeless, like it was in the place of the murder, you know what I mean? So they can link it up to it. But who knows? But the thing that WACK 100 and 600 are going to try to do, 600 is going to try to spin his way out of this and say that he didn't tell or get the feds involved because he said it was a football player. Brother, how do you know it's a football player, though, or anybody around that? You shouldn't even know that type of information coming out, and yet you did. So, who else? Who else is telling you that information, 600? Nobody else knew about it in the streets. Big U might have knew about it, and that's why he's gone. He fled, and he's been known. Brick Baby, but look, we're going to say it like this. This is going to piss 600 off, though. Free Big U, free fucking Brick Baby, free Loose Cannon, free them, man. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys. Watch this. WACK100 speaks way too loose. It's obvious. Exactly. And that's the problem that they don't understand. They're old and they're speaking on the internet. And like I said, who do you think watches these videos? When you post a gun or something on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, where do you think that goes? I just seen a situation not too long ago. This motherfucker tried to sell a strap on Instagram. He posting the pictures on Instagram of the straps. And 2 days later, he posting, damn, the cops pulled up. Fuck whoever told on me. Nigga, nobody told on you. Your stupid ass posted it on a platform that's there for everybody. And what do feds do? They use YouTube to their advantage. They use Instagram to their advantages. You can delete messages all you want. They can still come back and get it. Just the same as phone calls, phone records, going to the motherfucking T-Mobile and shit. That's all I'm trying to say, man. 600, you got a lot to answer for, because there's, even if you guys go to 600's comments right now, there's a lot of people calling him Officer Lovejoy, Officer 600, saying that he let the feds sit back and do their job, you know? Man, shut up. And there's the dog. There's the motherfucking dog that's crying. But yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. I mean, personally, me, I wouldn't be sitting here speaking on certain situations of my big homies or people from my set. If you're, okay, look, 600, if you're from a set or something, you're not supposed to sit there and self-incriminate yourself or self-incriminate the people around you or in that hood. You go and you take that shit to the streets and you handle it so nobody knows. You do that shit on the down low. But no, you decided to go take it to the internet. Everybody's here now. The indictments hit and everybody's pointing their fingers at WACK100 and 600. Like I said, I just talked to 600. You know what he said when I sent him the motherfucking indictment of WACK100's name and what WACK100 stated in the interview? He said, damn, that's what y'all niggas in Utah call snitching? Yes, brother. His name is brought up in the indictment. He stated something that incriminated Big U, Loose Cannon, and Brick Baby. They talk too loosely, man. And you guys keep thinking this is the way of the streets. This is that. No, what 600 of them are doing, they're playing chess. They're sitting here getting all their ops and rivals out the way without even having to do it. They letting the feds kick back and do all that. It's a fucked up game. You can't trust anybody. I'm pretty sure Brick Baby already knew it was some fishy shit after 600 left his house and he went down for that. I want to be surprised WACK100 has a handler. That's what I'm saying too. And then all of a sudden 600's over here, oh, I do security and everything now. Brother, you're a gang member and you're doing cop ass shit. And you know what? I believe Loose Cannon when he said the reason he cut you guys off before 2 days before this indictment hit and all that shit happened with Loose Cannon, he said the reason he cut you guys off is because 600 does police ass shit. And you know what? I believe it. You're coming over here on Instagram Live talking about, man, they're looking for Big U for this murder, this and that. Brother, how do you know that information? Go live. Call me out. You know what I mean? I ain't even looking for none, but I'm just saying, 600, I just got off the phone with you, bro, and like, the way you doing this right now, I'm starting to believe you ain't really officially from where you from. Like, can somebody name somebody that put on 600? Like, who's his big homie? Hood name something. Well, like, come on, man, something. Like, come on, man. I'm not trying to call you out like that, 600, but come on, bro. What else are you doing? They sit here and they go find the motherfucking body in the fucking side of the... They find the body on the side of the I-15 freeway in North Las Vegas, and all of a sudden, exactly everything 600 said about them having the motherfucking DNA in the fingernails is true. Brother, this shit, I could see if you spoke on this shit after it hit the news and everything, but you came out and you spoke on some shit that nobody knew about until now. So what do you guys think, man? Everybody, drop a comment, man. I got people watching right now. What do you guys think? Do you guys think 600 and WACK100 are the reason this indictment hit? How do you guys feel? Okay, look. How do you guys feel if Brick Baby and Loose and all them do end up, you know, getting some good lawyers, or they beat the case, or they get, you know, some time or whatever, and they come out and you guys see the paperwork and it says Christopher Lovejoy or WACK100 or Cash Jones is in the motherfucking paperwork? I'm just saying. If I was Brick Baby and them, I'd get all my blue packets and all that and figure out what's what, see whose names is in the indictment, post it, and basically, you know, get your get back, because 600 man is playing a dangerous game, not only with his life, but in the streets of LA, people do not play. So 600 man, I'm glad you got your carry to conceal. I'm glad you move how you move, but there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be mad about this. You don't think Big U's steaming? And he still ain't been caught yet. So imagine all of a sudden WACK100 or 600 disappears. That's all I'm saying, man. But look, shout out to everybody that's been showing love to the channel. Shout out to my hood pops if you're watching. Baby Thugger, you already know. Little Slugger, I love you, pops. Baby Slugger, that's always gonna be my big homie right there. I love you, boy. You already know what it is. But yeah, so we fucking around on the live. I just got done with a little 9-hour shift today. And I couldn't really look at the details of everything that was going on earlier in the day because I was at work. But now that I'm off, I was able to skim through everything. And I'm really starting to feel, because I interviewed 600 before, and he's cool. He's a cool dude. But it's just the way he moves, you got to question it. You know what I mean? You really got to question that. But then again, what's your opinion on Big U? You got all this money. They're saying that he was money laundering. It's not only about the murder, though, with this indictment. They're saying that his music company basically pulled some fraud shit. Everybody goes through tough times and shit. Sometimes people don't know how to handle business. But really, I feel like this is just a target on the streets. I feel like it was a play called by WACK106. But, that's for the streets to find out. That's for you guys to find out. Because me, I'm just a podcaster, just reporting on what's being said, what's going on in the media. And shit, that's true. Oh, yeah. And everybody, pull up to the Chito Rana concert this Friday. It's going down Salt Lake City, 801 Center. You guys pull up. Your boy's gonna be there. We ain't ducking shit. So fuck it. We're gonna have fun at that concert. Shout out Chito Ranas. Shout out Swifty Blue too. I know they got their shit going on, but I'm a Swifty fan too. So plain simple. But what do you guys think, man? You guys think 600 and WACK100 are the reason for the indictment against Big U? Or what do you think is going to be in the future for those two guys? Are they going to keep doing podcasting? Are they going to go disappear off the map? Do you guys think it's weird that everybody around 600 and WACK100 go to jail and the only ones to speak on it or tell the story about it is WACK106? You guys let me know, man, what you guys think in the comments. We got some people in the comments right here saying WACK100 been telling on the streets. WACK100 speaks too loose. It's obvious. I wouldn't be surprised if WACK100 was a handler. It could be true. There's a lot of shit going on. There's a lot of things for people to find out. But there's no way for us to actually call WACK100 and them informants, CIs, or anything without seeing documented paperwork first. But from what I've seen so far, WACK100 is named in the indictment. He stated some shit that's self-incriminating that made Loose Cannon self-incriminate himself. And nobody knew about this indictment until 600 talked about it. Now it hit the streets. Y'all run up the channel. Y'all keep showing love. We just hit 220. No, 2,000. We just hit 2,200. Basically. There. We're going to say it like that. But, yeah, man. What do you guys think about this whole Big U situation? Free BRICC, baby. One of my favorite rappers right now. And I'm not going to lie. No Jumper was feeling sick today with their little podcast announcing the news. You could see BRICC Baby wasn't there. Adam was kind of sweating it. He didn't think, Adam 22 didn't think that his company was named in the indictment until they said, yeah, it was named a couple of times. Then as you go back and play the clip, you can see once they say that, Adam 22 kind of freezes up and says, oh, shit. So, there's a lot of shit going on. But, all of a sudden, the feds are hitting places that WACK100 has been around. They coming for no Jumper, Big U, BRICC Baby, LUCE. Come on, man. You guys don't think Loose Cannon crashed out because WACK100 told him to? All he did is he crashed out in front of WACK100 and gave the feds even more juice, because they're saying the reason they're after Loose Cannon is because he pistol whipped Jay Reed. Well, damn, that situation wouldn't have happened if WACK100 didn't situate it. But yeah, man, it's Wednesday. It's a good afternoon. Shit, man, there's a lot of shit going on in the news. I just posted a motherfucking short of 600 driving around his hood in his little security top 5 of the world, Craig type shit. So, I don't know, man. 600 got a lot to answer for with this shit. Menace, come here, boy. 600 has a lot to answer for. And, we need to know the truth. We need to know why they're coming for these motherfuckers. Why are they coming for Big U? Who's next? All of a sudden, who's next? Who was it first? Baby Shooter from Avalon's, wasn't it? Baby Shooter got locked up. Fucking G-Face, but G-Face was a rap. A lot of people. And if you guys notice, WACK100's kept some people around that were known informants, but to WACK100, he didn't know. I don't know, man. It's getting fishy. The game's getting fishy. Like I said, man, watch your friends, your homies. Man, only believe half of what you hear and half of what you see. always have your doubts and watch your homies, man, because there's motherfuckers like 600 and WACK 100 creeping. And like I said, I wouldn't be saying anything about 600 right now if he would have gave me a different response in the DMs. But the response I got from him was more like backing up a rat type of shit. You say you don't harbor rats and busters. WACK 100 right there, bro. He a buster, bro, and you harboring him. So I don't know. Y'all got to figure that out. Streets is dead. Streets is over with. Everybody telling. So yeah, get your money, man. Just stay about your money. That's all you really can do. We gonna be live for a minute. It's been a minute since I've been live, so we just gonna run it up. We're gonna run the live up. You know, tell 600 of them tap in. If they think I'm wrong, they think I'm lying, they got their own opinions, tell them tap in. Like I said, I just talked to 600, man. I know he gonna be hot about this video. He was already hot when I talked to him about it, but I gotta report on it, man. I'm journalism, man. Gotta do it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Six, but you gotta answer for this shit. Just saying. And it's crazy too if you really think about it. 600, WACK 100, Loose Cannon, all them motherfuckers is in Vegas. They all go to LA all the time, but they're in Vegas. So that's all I'm saying. That's why they're untouchable, because these motherfuckers hide out. And it's not that anybody wants to touch them, but is WACK 100 the reason? Who knows? And I seen another thing in the comments today. They said, BRICC Baby, watch him get named in the motherfucking little dirt case now that he's captured. It could be true. BRICC Baby did a lot of self-telling on himself too in a lot of interviews. So we'll see what they really come with. We'll see how long BRICC Baby goes down for. Loose Cannon. You know, Loose Cannon might actually go down for a fat minute. BRICC might be able to get up out the jam a little bit, but if he does, that's going to raise concerns and questions. You know, 600 going to be on BRICC Baby's head, even though motherfuckers going to be on 600's head about how everybody getting busted. Anyways, it's your boy, Baby Thugger. We out. Everybody enjoy their Wednesday night and run it up. Get some money. It's your boy, Baby Thugger.